Hello guys, and welcome back to the channel. Today we are looking at the brute force unique shotgun, which is a variant of the pacifier. You will get this by completing the Run the Red Mile side quest on Porima 3 when you speak to My Devine. You can only unlock the Run the Red Mile quest when you've gone a certain way through the 3-star Rangers campaign. They'll send you there and you'll have to run it one time to progress through that. Once you've done that, it's unlocked and you can run it as many times as you want. There is actually another unique weapon by completing the fastest time by doing the Run the Red Mile. So 2 weapons there if you can do it really quickly, but you will have to go through the the 3-star Rangers campaign a little bit first. But once you've unlocked it through that, you can come back and do it as many times as you want. But the shotgun itself is much the same as the pacifier, but this is a blue variant, so you get all the normal ammo, but this one gives you a bashing trait which deals double damage when gun bashing. It's not something I do that often, but it can be quite handy. This one, when you get it, will give you a laser sight, a muzzle brake, tactical stock, tactical magazine, and high powered ammunition right from the start. That's 5 of the 6 slots already used up. Obviously not set in stone, you can change them, and we'll look at that now.
Yes?
Theoretically, if I can find it in my big long list of guns. Okay, so for your laser slot you get your 3 standard options. They seem to crop up on almost all weapons. You get your standard laser sight already installed. You can take it off, or you can install the recon laser sight, which will up your accuracy by about 2.5%. That could be worth it. For your optics, you got 2. You can either have the iron sights, which is standard, or you can fit a reflex sight, which doesn't seem to do anything, but it does say that it gives quicker target acquisition and visibility. So personal preference there. I think I would probably go with the reflex sight, but that's just me. Muzzle, you get the muzzle brake pre-installed. You can remove that, but you will lose some accuracy. You can fit the compensator, which increases stability and hipfire accuracy at the cost of long range accuracy. Or you can fit the choke, which designed to reduce the shotgun spread, so you get a much narrower angle, which will significantly improve your range and quite a bit of accuracy as well. Or you can fit the suppressor, which will significantly lower your range but give you quite a bit of accuracy and will reduce all the noise, so you can be quite silent with the shotgun. I'm not quite certain why anybody would want to do that, but me personally would probably go with the choke. Grip and stock, 2 options. You get your tactical stock or the standard grip without stock, which seems a bit pointless to me because you're just removing it and you lose to almost 3% accuracy. That just seems daft, so you might as well just leave the tactical stock on there. For your magazines, lots of options here. Your tactical magazines installed, that gives you aim down sight speed and reload speed, very handy. You can fit the standard magazine back in, which doesn't seem to do anything. I mean, you'll lose the increase in reload speed. Your slug shots will probably be your go-to if you want stopping power, because it just ramps up your damage. Large projectiles fire much further and do vastly more damage. Huge accuracy increase and a massive range increase. I would highly recommend that. If you don't want to go for that and you just want to stick with what you got, you can increase the magazine size by going with a large magazine, or you can fit the flechette rounds, which cause a bleed effect and still ramp up the damage, but not as much as the slug shots. You can fit the explosive rounds, which do explosive damage on contact, not as much damage as the flechette or the slug. Not really worth it unless you're into bleed effects. So many options, I get confused. Bleed effects are for the flechettes. Explosive effects are for explosive rounds, obviously. So if you want splash damage and AoE, you might want to look at the explosive rounds, but still, honestly, slug shots are your way to go. Or if you want to go down the pacification route, you can turn the entire weapon into an EM weapon and fit the EM charge shot, which takes away all physical damage and just gives you 63 EM damage. So it's a non-lethal weapon. Could be quite handy if you wanted it as a secondary weapon instead of the Nova Blast Disruptor. Internal, you get 4 options. You can either have no mod whatsoever, not recommended. You can fit the high velocity, which increase accuracy and range by almost 5%. The high powered, which is pre-installed, or the hair trigger, which increases fire rate. I've used the hair trigger mod on a couple of weapons, specifically in the shotgun category, and to be honest, I've not seen much difference. But that could just be me. Personal preference there. My personal preference would probably be leaving it as is and sticking with the high powered. It just increases the damage done, and this weapon can do with it. And I don't think there's any other skins, so you can't do anything with that. And those are your options. Okay, I am level 109. I have no idea what level the mobs are on this base. For combat talents, I have one point in ballistics, so 10% increase in damage. Nothing in shotgun, so I won't get any bonus there. I have 2 points in targeting, so I get a hip fire range and accuracy boost. And I have 2 points in reloading, so my ballistics, EM, and energy weapons reload 30% faster. Other than that, my combat talents are untouched. So compare yours to mine when you're looking at this video, but try not to use this as a how-to or what not to do. This is just a showcase, just to have a quick look and see what you think of the weapon and see if it's for you. Don't take anything I do or say as gospel. I probably have no idea what I'm talking about, and I'm messing it up completely. So, being a shotgun, we're going to have to get relatively close. He's only level 16, so he should go down quite quickly. We'll do an aim down the sights, and a headshot. And the slowest fall in history. Let's see what else we can do. Okay, they know we're here. There's some higher level. It's got a bit stumble.
Coming at ya.
Yep, it's got a good fire rate to it. Let's try some hip firing. That's an amazing stumble. I don't think the pacifier is as good as that. I recently tested the rapid shot breach upgrade, and that wasn't particularly good at stumbling. This was pleasantly surprising. A little bit overwhelmed here. I need to create a bit of protection. I'm getting hit from all sides. Go away. Yeah, like that. There we go. Not particularly good against machines. Not many shotguns are. Wow, he knows how to fly. It's Superbot. I'm taking significant damage here. Am I? Don't think so. Okay, reload. A lot of mobs to take care of here. Definitely going to be getting a good playtest off of this one. Let's head this way. Let's try to aim down the side, see if that improves machines. Not really.
All systems.
It's just not that good against machines. Not particularly surprising. Nothing to really worry about. It's not really designed for machines. Plenty of other weapons to choose from if you want machine damage. Mag pulse, mag shear, something like that would tear those apart without any hassle. That stumble is very handy. Just go the distance and let's try giving him a hit. Well, the bashing thing, not a trait that interests me. It doesn't seem to do anything at all. I mean, it stumbles in, but a standard bash would do that. I think where this weapon is going to shine is in its just outright damage. It's quite a formidable weapon in that regard. Plastic things. You picked up contraband. Must make sure we go to the den. Yeah, it's a formidable weapon when you're looking at just outright damage. I can't argue with that at all. I'm quite impressed, all things considered. The shotgun category can be a bit of a hit and miss for me. Some work, some don't. There's a lot of places to explore in here. I like this one though. The brute force is quite accurate. The bashing thing is terrible. If you're getting it just for that, don't bother. You can probably get a whole lot better on different weapons. Look for different traits would be my recommendation for that. Roost. Something else to explore. Nobody in here. So out we go. Lots of people outside according to the radar. But we want to pick our way through carefully. Don't want to get overwhelmed because they do quite a lot of damage. There's another bomb. Oh, okay. Can we talk to him? No. That was a bit of a waste, but never mind. Anything up here? No. Okay. So let's find where they were shooting at me. Missed. Got it. There's that stumble again. Especially you get closer. The closer you get, the more you can stumble, and that's pretty decent. And even with hip firing, it's nicely accurate. It does significant damage. He says he does next to nothing. You are 98, got close to my level, and down you go. You did quite a bit of damage to me. Grab a bit of loot. Oh, I've got a clean. Okay. Fair enough. I think I looted you. Yeah. Sure there'll be plenty more around here.
Something's out there.
The leg is a pretty decent area to shoot as well. Something new for me, I didn't know that one. my actual target over there. I'm sure he'll do significant damage. But it will be a good test for this one. Probably be close to my level 98 and well armoured. Let's see what we can do. So call it mid-range. Not stumbling him. Let's close the gap. Now we're stumbling him. Oh yeah. And of course he's doing significant damage. Down he goes. Quest complete. Yeah. There's a couple more mobs dotted about. All in all, I'm not necessarily going to say quite the fan, because that just seems a bit excessive, but if I was going to go with a shotgun, this might be one of the ones I would seriously consider. I think that's about as high a praise as I can realistically give it. Sort that out there. Go away. Again, it's a personal thing. Shotguns for me are a bit hit and miss. I like the fact that this one does such a decent job at stumbling while still maintaining a significant damage. What's it called? The breach shotgun would have been my top favourite, but this one I think I would rate higher than that. See, you can't do that. You can't jump through walls. Ha! There we go. That's the area cleared, so I can wander around like an idiot and talk now without fear of getting my head blown off. Which is always nice. Okay, yeah, I have no real complaints. The only gripe would be the aim down the sight, but you can fix that with the scope. You only get the one option, so you can't really go wrong. I think that would help, but not by a great deal, because as I showed, it doesn't seem to do that much more damage. It's a little bit more stable, but as a personal thing, I do prefer hip firing, so for me it worked out well that I got along better with a hip fire than I did with the aiming down the sights. For acquiring it by running the Red Mile quest line, which is a couple of minutes work, worth it, in my opinion. It's technically got a value of about 15,000 credits. You can pay more for some of the other shotguns in the shops and get less of a reward for it than what this one will give you for basically nothing. If anything, you're actually paid to collect this weapon, simply because when you run the Red Mile and come back and hand it in, you will get I think it's about 8,000 credits, so they're paying you to take a weapon. And again, if you can run the Red Mile and do it really, really quickly, not only will you claim this one, but you'll claim another one as well. I can't remember what it's called, but I will be covering a video on it. So yeah, final thoughts. Brute force, if you're into shotguns, go do the Red Mile. Well worth it. I think this would be an enjoyable weapon for anybody that's into shotguns. Like I said, the slug shot would definitely be something to fit onto this. It already does a decent amount of damage and it's got a great stumble, but when you add in another 100 points of ballistic damage on top of all of that, it would be an amazing weapon. I don't think there'd be much that could realistically stand in your way other than machines. I don't think it's going to stand up to machines very well. Obviously the EM rounds might actually help with that, or the explosive rounds, but other than that, clearing bases, doing hostage rescue, going through a lot of your standard missions, surveying planets, all the usual stuff, I reckon, in my opinion, this would be a weapon for shotgun users to seriously consider. And like I say, the fact that you are essentially paid to have it is just a huge bonus. So there we go, the Brute Force, wonderful shotgun, fantastic. Small little personal issues, but other than that, no complaints, well worth it. Give it a go. If you do give it a go and you set it up differently to how it's given to you or how I've suggested, leave me a comment, I'd be interested to know. If you like this video, a thumbs up would be hugely appreciated. I would also implore you to consider subscribing to my channel. There are lots of weapon videos coming and several other games being covered. I got lots of plans going forward. I'm hoping to really build up my channel quite nicely, and I honestly hope that you guys will all join me and see how we go. Some interaction would be really good. I'd like to really build on this. I've been doing quite well so far. I'd really like to ramp it up, and any support is gratefully appreciated. So there we go. Yeah, we'll end there. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.